Hey, what's up? I just thought I'd show you guys, one of my many prized possessions, but this is the most prized that I have that I hold dear to my heart is my guitar. I'm not a materialistic person, but this I do cherish, and I'm very proud to have and own. This is a six-string electric guitar. As you can see right here, it says Court Electric Guitar. Again, it's the six-string guitar. Here's the neck. And the base of it is pretty much black. So it's going to be kind of hard for you guys to see the detail or anything on there. I do apologize. But then again, it's a black base bottom half of the guitar. As you can see, if I can get the right lighting, there we go. It has two pickups, 1 and 2. These switches are pretty much what give the guitar their sound. They have, give them many different sounds. A lot of guitarists out there will know what I'm talking about. Up here, there's two knobs. One for the volume, the other for the tone. And right here, that's where I pretty much use my cord to connect to my amp. I've been told that you can also stick a whammy bar in there, but I don't own a whammy bar, so I just use the cord. It's an awesome guitar. I take real good care of it. It's, like I said, it's black and everything. And, of course, here's the amp, my Gorilla amp. Up here, as you can see, the logo is an on and off switch. And it has 3 knobs of its own. One is, the very far right, the EQ. The middle is the volume. The third is the tube stack. And at the very end, there's the input port where I stick the other end of my guitar cord, to connect the amp to my guitar. And here is my guitar case. I don't own a guitar stand, but I'm not heartbroken about it because the guitar case is really, really good and it's very sturdy and very reliable. And of course, as you can see, it is empty because my guitar is out. But here you can see my cord that connect to my guitar and amp. And I also have picks in there, my guitar picks. But I don't really feel like taking them out to show you. But, I do apologize for that. But they're like in there, really, buried in. The story behind this is that when I was about 6, 7, or 8, I was a very active kid. I was into a lot of stuff, and I was also competitive. I was just very active. But one of the activities I was into was listening and watching music. Back then, when I was little, music videos was very, very popular. And I'm into a lot of different styles, genres of music. And the one thing that struck out to me the most was obviously the guitar. The way the lead guitarist would play the guitars, doing performing guitar solos. And I thought, that is awesome. I mean, to the point where I would fantasize, daydream, or, be lost in an imagination world where I would, be playing the guitar and, performing guitar solos myself. I was just jamming out and everything in my imagination. And because I was active, I would act out my fantasy, which led to being made fun of by my family members, including my mom. I mean, she is very funny, but at the same time, it was so harsh. I mean, it was brutal. But, and when I act out, my fantasy, I mean, I would be doing air guitar, running around the house, acting, singing songs, acting like a nut. But one Christmas day, I saw this guitar case behind the Christmas tree. And I was, my impression was, oh wow, somebody's getting an awesome gift. But it never dawned on me that it was going to be for me. In my mind, I was like, as a little kid, like I said, I was like 6, 7, or 8. I was like, oh wow, whoever gets that, I hope they'll, let me play on the guitar a little bit, and, practice on it or, do something, have fun with it. It never dawned on me that it was for me until somebody notioned or was like, so aren't you going to open it? It is yours. And that's when I was like, I was speechless. I was like, what? So when I opened the case and saw this, it's kind of, I'm not a materialistic person, and I wasn't when I was a little kid. I'm very grateful and stuff like that, but when I saw this, it's hard for me to explain, but I felt a connection. Like, it's like overwhelming, you know what I mean? Like, it's very hard for me to explain and put into words. It's just that I just felt this connection. And, it was my mom, the one that, the one that made the most jokes and was the most harsh, is what the one that got me the guitar, basically to stop me from running around the house acting like a nut playing air guitar. She got me a real one, and I was very, very grateful and thankful to her, for this. It was an awesome gift. Well, at that time period, we was living in a rough neighborhood, so it was kind of hard for me to go outside and carrying this around. It wasn't safe because of that neighborhood. It was also hard for my mom to find a facility or a teacher to teach me how to play the guitar, because like I said, at that time period it was expensive and the neighborhood we were living in wasn't safe. So now, even and plus, like I said earlier, I was a very active kid. So because I was into a lot of activities and competition and stuff like that, I really didn't have the time to learn how to play guitar, to be honest. Even right now, I did used to play on it, like mess around and stuff, and I try to practice on it, but I'm willing to admit I suck. But even now, it's like, I'm still trying to learn to play guitar. Right now in this location, it's like there is a couple facilities, but they're kind of far, and the price that they're asking for to teach me, it is a bit pricey towards my budget. But I ain't gonna deny it. If they're worth the price, they're worth the price. But in my budget, I look at it like, man, I could use the money for other things, pretty much. So I ended up getting these two. They're DVDs to learn how to play guitar. This one is, to learn the basics, like, to know the guitar function, how to tune it, and all that other stuff. And this is to basically learn how to perform lead guitar solos, like how to do the rips, the switches, the gimmicks, and the tricks and stuff like that. So hopefully these two DVDs will, become very handy, because I really, really seriously want to learn how to play my guitar. I don't care if I'm in a band or not, if I end up in a band or not. I just want to be able to know how to play it and have fun. I want to be able to do those guitar solos, you know what I mean? I want to be able to do it now while I'm still young, before I reach that part of my life where I become retardedly senile and be looking at this like, what's this? Is this really mine? You know what I mean? Like, just don't know what to do with it. So hopefully, like I said, these will teach me. I have tried, taking tips from other people. They told me listen to some song and try to mimic them, but it's kind of hard to find the right tune or the sound for my guitar. I must be doing something wrong or whatever, but yep, I figure I'd just go ahead and show you guys one of my many prized possessions. But this, like I said, my guitar is the most cherished one to my heart, and I do thank my mom very much for it. And hopefully when I actually become real good on it, I can maybe play a couple tunes or so. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Later.